Good morning. I was there when the first Balikatan was planned sometime in the early 1980s. I was a captain in the headquarters Philippine Army. And I remember we went to Subic, I think twice, for the planning conferences, and our counterpart, the Americans, came to JHQ. So that was the first one was modest. It was composed of about Army people. Then later on, the Marines and the Air Force came in, and it became a huge exercise. In 2002, I was made the co-director of the Balikatan. A couple of months before I was posted to the US to become the defense attaché. And we went around visiting the troops. And I tell you, you cannot get more real-time or real scenario for exercise than this time of the year in the Philippines. As one American participant has said, he could sit under the shade of a tree and sweat profusely without doing anything. And so, through the years, the Balikatan went on. There was just hiatus several years between the early 90s until we were able to sign the Visiting Forces Agreement in 1998, and it restarted again. Balikatan under the present leadership. Another reason that makes this year's Balikatan different, or should I say more special, is because, as mentioned a while ago, we are concentrating on HADR, or humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, operations, and counterterrorism. And I think under the current situation in the world, when calamities is becoming more severe, I think we have to devote more resources and time to this kind of activity, and also counterterrorism. I've talked to the defense ministers of China, Russia, and all the defense ministers all over in the Middle East, and the concern is terrorism. I think it's a global threat. I think America is also battling terrorism, both at home and abroad. And so may this year's exercise provide both the armed forces of the Philippines and the U.S. Armed Forces the necessary capability training in responding to disasters and conduct of relief and rescue operations during crisis, and meeting the challenges of violent extremism. Let us put in mind that we are doing this exercise as a tool for peace building, and through this exercise, may the United States and the Philippines continue to have a stronger security tie and bilateral relationship. Allow me to express my appreciation to the U.S. troops who are here. We are thankful for your demonstration of friendship and goodwill. I also want to thank the observers, the Australians and the Japanese troops, forces, who are to observe, and maybe in the future we could include your troops to also participate in the Balikatan exercise. Mabuhay, and may you have a productive Balikatan 2017. Be safe, people.